And as traders on the weekend, there really isn't much to do besides the backtesting session that we're gonna have, that we're gonna go in detail of all the trades from last week, review what coulda, shoulda, woulda happened. I probably just won't trade Nas. You know, Nas be a bitch sometimes. I'm gonna trust 30 since it's the last day of the week. There goes 30. 30's fully falling. Because everyone wants to not work a 9 to 5, but guess what? Once you become an entrepreneur, once you're doing this for yourself, you're working 25/8. My boy Steph got me right. If you in Tampa, shout out to him. Work hard, play harder. I'm as consistent as I am in my trading because I'm consistent in all aspects. With the daily vlogs, with my Instagram, with the fitness. Morning everybody, welcome back to another video. Right now, I'm just trying to get ready because it is about to be 9:30. A little bit later than I would have agreed, but you know what? Sometimes you be tired, sometimes you don't wake up a little bit on time, but we're here, so nonetheless, we're gonna see what we could do. We're gonna see what money can be made. We're gonna be active with the team, so if you wanna be active with the team with us, make sure you apply to the team. There's 48, 49 of us now. So yeah, let's see what we can do today. So it looks like the market could just die off going into 9:30. That'd be unfortunate, but it does look like it could just slowly fall, if I do say so myself. Nas, I probably just won't trade Nas. You know, Nas be a bitch sometimes. I'm gonna trust 30 since it's the last day of the week. So let's see, 9:30. Are we gonna get a retracement first or just drop first? If it just drops, I personally don't know if I'll have an entry. I'll maybe watch this 1 hour gap after, but I definitely think I would want to see go up for short term so I could watch the shorts. But it does look like 9:30 is just falling for the most part. We had NFP, which was what led us to have that gap also in the first place get tapped into. So we'll see. As of right now, shit is gone. Yeah, there goes 30. 30's fully falling. Yeah, just give me a little retracement like right here, yeah. I don't know. I wanted to retrace too, and that was 400 points ago. And I've been watching shit. So yeah, moral of the story, we got no retracement on Nas, we got no retracement on 30, and it just kept falling. We got a little retracement, but it didn't go to the area that we would have entered a trade at. So honestly, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some, you miss some. But today is one of those days where I indeed did not get a trade. But it's okay. We live to trade another day. We're here to trade another day. I'm alive to trade another day. I'm not worried about it. Besides the fact that it looks like it's gonna be raining for like the next 7 to 8 days straight, and it's pretty damn ugly outside, I'm having a pretty good day, having a decent day. I could have lost money today, but I didn't. So we just gonna get this shit over with. No days off. My girlfriend's off from work. I gotta get a haircut at 4. I'm about to get situated, go over there. So yeah. Let's have a great day. All right, so we came to the decision that we're gonna end up going to Busch Gardens. I'm gonna make sure I get some content for you guys. I'm gonna try my best to get some content for you guys. Maybe I might bring my recording glasses for the rides that I actually can, but I think I gotta charge them. So matter of fact, let me charge these glasses now while I'm speaking of it. So, you guys already know, so we're gonna go do that, and the haircut is not far from there, so it makes more sense that we could just go there after. Right now it is about to be 12, so by the time we get there, it might be around 12:31. We'll be there for about 3 hours, and I gotta get my hair cut, then from there back to the crib. But I'm about to, while my girlfriend gets ready, I'm about to get all the content and all my reels and stuff sent to my phone so that while I'm in the car, while we're driving there, I can get all that posted, I can get all that set up, because no days off. I might be going to Busch Gardens to enjoy a little bit of free time, but I'm still gonna be working, I'm still gonna be answering my DMs, I'm still gonna be doing all that stuff that I do on a daily basis. Everyone wants to not work a 9 to 5, but guess what? Once you become an entrepreneur, once you're doing this for yourself, you're working 25/8. So yeah, enjoy it while you can. So with that being said, about to get all these clips. So follow me on Instagram. Another day, another garage. The amount of times I go in and out this garage, I can't even count. But yeah, I told you guys I was gonna bring the glasses. So the glasses are indeed in the box charging, but I do need to charge my phone too. But yeah, for the people that are from Tampa, Busch Gardens is cool. I've been there a couple times. I've been there a couple times on the video. We were supposed to go to Busch Gardens probably in the beginning of the year, but we had got, the whole thing just got canceled or whatever, but we had bought the season pass, whatever, this is season ticket, so we can go whenever we want, and we haven't gone yet. So we got to go at least 2-3 times to make sense of the money that I spent on it. It was like $300, but we haven't gone once. But if we go twice, we made all the money. Well, not made it back, but the money got spent, because all the money is like essentially the equivalent to paying for a 1-day pass. So as long as we go more than one time, we good. All right, we made it into Busch Gardens. Hopefully they don't try to get me to take a picture. I'm gonna get the picture, you know. All right, we're about to see some of the monkeys and all that. We're just looking at the alligators in there. Look, you can see the one alligator chilling over there. But we about to go look at some monkeys. Like, why do I? Oh, there you go. Now we moving. Big dog. And we got over here the two. We got over there. That looks like the angry gorilla. No, that looks like the angry gorilla. No, that's meditation gorilla. Hey, yo. We're outside of Talking Tacos. We just got, well, we barely did anything. I don't even think we rode a ride at Busch Gardens because it started to rain, as you guys can see, and then they said inclement weather, and they basically cooked us. We went there, we walked around, we got to see some chimpanzees, we got to see one tiger, some elephants, a couple alligators, but that was about it. But then we came to Talking Tacos, and now I'm about to go get my cut in a little bit. So yeah, fun time, fun time. My boy got me right for all the people that was frying me saying I need a cut. My boy Steph got me right. If you in Tampa, shout out to him. All right, we just got back to the crib. My cut is done, as you guys can see, but we got a lot of stuff. A new mirror because, you know, the dogs are dickheads and broke ours. We got a lot of stuff because her sister's baby shower is tomorrow, so we got baby stuff. And she went to Raw, so I was getting a haircut. Besides that, gotta get this shit upstairs. All right, and the mirror is here. Looks good though, right? Remember when we didn't have no mirror, when it was just empty wall? This looks way better. Like this right here, even though we have a lot of stuff over here, like this is some of the baby stuff that I was telling guys that we had got right over here, some of it. But yeah, mirror is done. We're about to go to her mom's house to go grab some stuff. And besides that, yeah, so far it's been a chill day so far still. Nothing crazy. Got a haircut, got some baby stuff, got a mirror, didn't take no trades. Posted a couple of things of content, like the content today has been going crazy. If I were to bring you guys to like my Instagram, for the day so far, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 reels already posted for the day. If we go to what we have scheduled, we still have another 3 scheduled. So yeah, work hard, play harder. How you do one thing is how you do everything. I'm as consistent as I am in my trading because I'm consistent in all aspects, with the daily vlogs, with my Instagram, with the fitness, all of it. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Good morning, it's the next day. It's a little bit later, it's 2 o'clock, but the beginning of the morning, the only thing that was done is we went to the baby shower, took all the gifts and everything, and now we're going to Bahama Breeze. So there really wasn't much for me to record in terms of education, and I'm not gonna record somebody else's baby shower for my vlog. It's crazy work, but now we're here. About to get Bahama Breeze, then we going back to our crib. I got a 101 at 1:30, not 1:30, 3:30. I gotta get the vlog edited, I gotta get some content for Instagram, all of that stuff. It's the weekend, but the job don't stop and the work isn't done. Like these buildings over here, I like this place over here, it's nice. It's a nice little area. And then Bahama Breeze is right behind it over there. All right, team, right now I'm about to hop on to some calls over here with my students. It's a nice sunny day. But yeah, had some good food, good steak, but now we about to hop on to getting straight to work. So with that being said, enjoy the free game. I already have a whole bunch of questions that he sent to me. Yo, what's going on, Birdie? Hey, it's all part of the game. It's not gonna be easy, but we already knew that. But here, let me get into these questions for you. So, let me see. How do you personally avoid getting chopped up when price is ranging but looks like it's forming setups? You're never gonna know. If it looks like it's forming a setup, you can't expect it to range. You can't expect it to do something because there could even be a news event that so supposedly means there's gonna be volume, but it could still end up being choppy. One of the things that we can't control is the volume. All we can trust is price, and is price at the area that we would take a trade at this specific time, because I don't know what's gonna happen after. I could be getting that trade and get out in 15 minutes. I could be in that trade and be out in 5 hours. It's like there's no real, I won't be able to tell, and that's something that I can't necessarily control. So how do I personally avoid getting chopped up? You can't really avoid getting chopped up. It's more or less you're either going to be comfortable with waiting for the trade to play out, or you're just going to have systems in place. Maybe after a couple hours, maybe once you go to a certain point in drawdown, you cut it, maybe go and cut a certain position of it. But it really just comes down to having rules. But me personally, I'm just going to be in the trade until it hits my stop loss or TP, because if I took the trade, it's more than like the question asked, if it looks like it's forming a setup. Because if I see a setup that supposedly looks like something I would take any other day and I take it, I don't know if it's going to be choppy, it could be fast, but all I can control is taking advantage
of the trade. Yeah, as long as it's within my time to trade, but I shouldn't even be looking at a trade unless it's my time to trade to begin with. So assuming that I'm seeing a trade setup, I'm already at my time to trade, so it's just a matter of I take it and see what happens, or I don't take it, potentially miss it, or potentially save myself from an L. But regardless, it's just a no risk, no reward type of thing. You might pass in 2 days, but you might just fail it in 2 days also. So unless you're willing to just keep on buying an account, if you just have 2 bad trades or 2 bad days, if you're cool with buying an account, then there's nothing wrong with it because you're just saving time. But if you don't want to also spend the money, you got to keep in mind you're not going to win every 2 trades. No one has a 100% win rate. So if you got a 50% win rate, that means 1 loss, 1 win, just like that. And if you have anything less than that, you might lose the first 2 trades regardless. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of then you're just going to buy a new 50K account every time, or $50 account regardless. You get what I'm saying? Versus making sure you're better off first, making sure that you it just comes down to the personal preference. Like, I would be more comfortable risking more because I don't want to spend time on a challenge, but I also know if I blow the account, I will be able to buy a new one. And if I also blow that one, because no one's going to win all the trades all the time. So if you're expecting to win all 3, all 2, it's unrealistic. So if you do take a loss now, you're just going to keep going back to buying a new account. From 2 to 5 a.m. London session is the main prime time for London. Like, that's what I would classify as London session. I would want to pay attention to what's happening during that time to get a good idea on what's likely to happen going into New York session. I'm not sure the exact, but just look in terms of having it on your chart should be on, I would have your chart on New York time regardless, even if you're in California, just because the market's all going off of New York time. We active. Haven't done a Q&A in a while. Q&A, ask me anything. Let's see what type of questions y'all gonna have for me today. Let's see how many people we could have join too. Long time, haven't been on here. How y'all doing? Y'all miss me? What's going on, Corey? From London? Nah, that's crazy, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to London. I like your cut, G. Appreciate you. Are you woke? I mean, it depends what you mean by that. How what, Isaac? What pairs you recommend trading? I would recommend trading what I trade. I trade US 30 NAS 100. Once in a blue moon, I'll trade S&P. Which prop firm is, I said prop firm. Prop firm is best, and why? I like Top Step. You look like TJR? I don't think so. I don't think I look like TJR. Add me, G. Maybe, Brody. Yo, what's going on? What's up, bro? It's Manny from the Mentorship. What's going on, Manny? Do I follow you? Here. If I don't follow you, I'm about to follow you right now. I try to have everybody from the 101 students follow me, but not everybody uses Instagram like that. How to stack funded accounts without them banning you? They shouldn't ban you from stacking funded accounts. You should be able to stack funded accounts. Anybody can stack funded accounts. My boy, what it do? What's up, Kyle? How do you manage multiple prop firm accounts? Trade them different times. I wouldn't recommend having all of them copy traded. I personally like it when people diversify. Like, I would rather you have a couple different accounts and trade them on different days and stuff like that. Do you use regulated or unregulated broker? Henko Trade, I think, is unregulated, but most Forex brokers are unregulated. If you want a regulated broker, then you got to go to something like on the future side. Haven't watched your vids in a minute. Have moved on from 1 to 2K win days. Hey, only way for you to find out is go check. No cap. Here, bro, I have a question. What do you think trading 15 micros on alpha? I mean, it depends what you're okay with risking. You know what I mean? 15 contracts is fine if you're okay with that risk, but if you're not okay with that risk, I wouldn't be risking that much. What do you think is the best strategy? The best strategy is the one that works for you. How do I get better at not overtrading? By not overtrading. The more you don't overtrade, the
better you'll get at not over trading. And the longer you don't over trade, the more likely you'll build the habit of not over trading. Keep it simple. Support and resistance? Fuck no. No. Watch some of my YouTube videos. It won't teach you exactly how I trade, but it'll give you a good idea on like what I do on a daily basis. Tuned in from South Africa. Shout out to South Africa. Do you think Hanko platform, or do you use the broker on a different platform? I use Hanko. I use them on ActTrader. Like ActTrader is like their mobile app. You're rich? I wish I was rich. I'm broke. Is investing in a mentor a good investment? I say it is, because it's just going to shortcut like your learning curve. Anything I do, you guys can do too. It just might take you longer. But I could just, that's why I'm here right now, giving you guys games so you don't got to go through the same dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely would invest in a mentor if you can. Wanted to say appreciate you for the info that you be giving out. Really a lot of information, even for someone who's been in the game for years. I appreciate that, bro. Good work with the getting funded. Oh, this week we getting funded. Nah, you definitely will make it happen, bro. Up 6.5K on the Top Step account. I'm spelling a withdrawal next week. Hey, make it happen. Don't have any expectations. Just make it happen. That's it. Yo, bro, just had my 3rd profitable month on live. Really focused on funded accounts. Been watching you for a while, man. Just say your inspiration mentor in my head. I always say you change lives. Hey, that's why I'm here. I appreciate it, bro. The job ain't done. Keep it going. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of people on here. We got 51 people on here. Them YouTube videos be giving me mad game. I was about to edit the YouTube video right now, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go live, because I'm going to try to get into the habit of going live again. I like going live for you guys. What's the difference between making 10K a month and 50K a month? Not much, in my opinion. Not much. Like, you could buy a lot more, but in my opinion, 10 to 50K is not that much different. Once you go from like 60 to 100, then I think it's going to be different, but I haven't passed 60. The most I've made in a month is 60. Show the view in the background, you'll get more views. Nah, I definitely won't get more views. They got to click on this to even see it in the first place. No cap. They got to click my profile to even see the view. So, it definitely won't get the views. It's here for the game. They shutting down Osprey Effects. Do you have any fears that Hanko can shut down? Not necessarily. I mean, if they shut it down, then I'm on to the next. You know what I'm saying? Hanko's not my business. I use them, and if they shut it down, guess what? There's a million other prop firms, a million other brokers. But I use them for now. So until they do get shut down, if they ever do, then, you know what I mean? W Dre? Nah, WU. Have you ever had a winning streak and lost confidence trading after a big losing day? 1000%. It happens to everybody. Even if you go a whole month of winning, that one loss, that 1 week of losses feels like shit. We just don't like losing as humans. I thought Top Step gave one free monthly reset if you blow an account. Maybe for a beginner, but usually they don't not for every account. Maybe if you're your first ever. Did anyone here become profitable from prop firms starting with only 200 to 300? More than likely. You don't need as much to start with prop firms. The thing is you're more than likely going to need $200-300. You're going to need more than that long term, because that's just going, if you got $200-300, you could pass an account and get activated and everything. But if you don't pass, win, and get payouts from that account, it's kind of cooked. But it's the long game. Long game.
All right, team, we just got back. Well, I didn't just get back. I honestly just got done editing the video up to this point. So hope you enjoyed some of that, probably like 6 minutes of the live that I did with Instagram. I haven't done a live on Instagram in a while, but I'm going to try to get consistent, give you guys daily value on a daily basis. It was about 51 minutes. If you want the full live, it's on my Instagram. I have it posted. You can check it out. But if not, you can enjoy that 6 minutes. But I do have to have the group call with the team in a little bit. I don't got to do it just yet. I have about an hour. So right now, honestly, just chilling, getting some more content for you guys. About to go outside. It looks like the dogs are about to follow me. Every time I open it, they follow. Watch. Yep. Especially her. Luna loves being outside. But yeah, so far it's been a chill day. Nothing crazy. Just a lot of games. Just a lot of game for you guys. Just giving value on a daily basis. That's just what I love to do. Is the weekend. And as traders on the weekend, there really isn't much to do besides the backtesting session that we're going to have, that we're going to go in detail of all the trades from last week, review what coulda, shoulda, woulda happened because we had an L week, the trades we should have taken, reviewing our system, our process, all of that. That's what we're going to do. But besides that, what am I going to do? I already went over all my trades. I already did all of that. Just got to be able to be in the game to be here Monday. Study, backtest, get ready for Monday. That's what Saturday and Sunday is for. Getting ready, practicing the habits that you're going to bring into Monday. Practice disciplines today.
practice patience today. Practice being consistent in something today. Because those same habits you're going to take into Sunday. Those same habits that you take into Sunday, you're going to take into Monday. And the next thing you know, you're going to be a disciplined individual that's conquering their goals, that's a successful, consistent, profitable trader. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to see you guys in a little bit. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this call that I have with the team. Hopefully you did enjoy the one-on-one I had with the student. If you want to work with me one-on-one to get access to all this to make your first 5 figures, you're going to find the first thing in the description. But with that being said, enjoy the backtesting session.
The first thing that y'all notice, it's pretty simple. Like there's only one.
False break, man. That's a
There,
false break right there.
there we go. It's pretty self-explanatory too. And guess at what time? 2 in the morning. I was just on a call with a student earlier. I was saying that the main times for London is going to be that 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Within that time window, that's when majority of the volume, that's when you would ideally want to get these trades for London. In my opinion, London session is very likely to have those false break scenarios, and that's one of the main things that I like about London. But since I don't trade London, you know what I am able to do? When it has these false break scenarios like this, it allows me to trust whether this high or low might be held. And in this case, when price does something like this, drops, has a false break at 2 in the morning, which is a setup in itself for London session, but I don't trade London. But I can use this as a reason for why I would expect price to keep going bearish, because I was also saying this to my student earlier. When trying to dictate the trend, you want to pay attention to London firstly, because you might overall be bullish on the higher time frame, but just because we were overall bullish yesterday, the day before that, the day before that, that doesn't mean that as of right now, shorts don't make more sense, right? And that's the main thing I want you guys to take away from this. So when it comes to our time to trade, that 9 to 11 in the morning, it was very choppy around that time. But that doesn't mean that there wasn't a trade possibility in here for you to catch. And that's what we're going to go over. So from London, we ran, had a false break of the Asia high, and then we dropped. From us dropping, we just dropped and dropped and dropped until about 9 in the morning, where we continued to drop. But when we continued to drop, that is when we finally left that 1 hour for value gap, and that 1 hour for value gap is right in here. Why is this important? Because in my opinion, considering how low we were in price, considering how close we were to this previous day's low, it made sense for me to possibly be looking for shorts to keep price moving lower to this previous day's low, because I could have been looking for longs at this gap right here, but based off of how London is moving, I would have way rather trusted the shorts, because for one, we had the high of the day during London, and we had a whole lot of volume after, and we have not gave no type of retracement, but just fell. So in terms of where we were, I thought price was going to be moving lower. So we left the gap, and I was expecting price to have a retracement into it and keep on going lower. In this case, we did retrace into this gap, but we consolidated from 10 o'clock, 11, all the way to 12 before then eventually fully moving. So if I were to annotate why this would have been a potential trade, let me try to get other confirmations besides this 1 hour gap. If I were to pull a fib from the London high all the way to the low before price started to retrace, I'm trying to get this a little bit smaller, and I'm going to get the continuation level first to see how that plays out. Where's the continuation level? Hey, right smack dab where I needed it to be. So we have the continuation level right around this area where the 1 hour gap is, and if we take it a step further, we have 44,900 just a little bit below. So these confirmations aren't all in the same exact area, but they're pretty damn close, if I do say so myself. So in terms of the confirmations, so let me annotate it. This originally happened, it gave the trade entry at 10, at 10 in the morning. So at 10 in the morning, we had the 1 hour imbalance, so 1 hour gap get filled, along with traded into the fib short, 38.20%. Now we weren't overall bearish from the overall trend on the higher time frame, but based off of London's trend and creating the high of the day during London, that is what would have led me to believe we might be more likely to move down now versus continue going up. Because like I said, you could be bullish on the overall higher time frame, but that doesn't mean that as of right now it makes more sense to go short. So we had 10 in the morning, we had the 1 hour gap get filled, you had the fib short 38.20%. You were bearish because the high of the day from London session was created after having a false break, and then lastly you had that 44,900 big figure level. Like there's more than enough reason for you to be able to make sense of this trade right here, of like, oh, it has enough confirmation. Oh, didn't mean to do that, but it has enough confirmations. But the main thing that would have kind of been hesitant was the fact that the previous day was also bullish. But now let's see if you actually would have been able to catch this trade with about, since we're on 30, maybe a 50 to 100 point stop loss.
with about a 50-point stop loss, honestly, it might have been a bad day. It might have been a bad day for anyone using 50. Because this right here looks pretty shiesty, if I do say so myself. But just going off of the hypothetical, if you were to try to get this trade with a 50-point stop loss at this entry with the safest possible stop loss, which is 50 points with the safest possible entry, getting in as soon as we trade into that 1 hour gap, you would have probably got stopped out by a millipoint. But if you would have had an entry just a couple points above, you probably would have been good. But just for the sake of back testing, let's just say you got the safest entry. It might have been an L trade. But the main thing you got to understand is you're going to have L trades. But this is a trade that I would take any day of the week. This is a trade right here that even though it may have given a possible stop loss, even though it may have not given you the best reaction in terms of, because it probably would have stopped you the fuck out, this is still a setup that I would take any day of the week, because not every day is going to be like this. Some days you might get that entry and it just doesn't go into, say, stop loss, goes into a little drawdown, and it goes exactly to TP. But even though it would have stopped you out, if you would have got right back in when it came right down, trade idea would have been good. The TP would have been good. You could have got a 1 to 2.25. It would have been valid. It's just a couple points, literally 1 point. If your entry was just a little bit higher, you would have been good. But if you would have gone off the safest possible entry, looking for the short based off the 10 a.m. 1 hour gap, fib short 38.20%, bearish because London session had the high of the day, and we traded into 44,900. All those confirmations were there, and it's something that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't have been taking this trade at 12 o'clock. But now looking at it, this trade that happened right here, like this same type of setup, if I go all the way to Friday, I remember this. This is like exactly what happened in here. It happened at 12 o'clock. Price had a 1 hour gap, trade into at 12, and that's when we kind of fell and consolidated. But neither here nor there. We'll get into that when we get there. But this is going to be the ideal trade for Monday.
So I hope you'd enjoyed that. That was a lot of game, a whole lot of game. It was probably about 45 minutes. I'm gonna give you maybe 5-10. It's probably a pretty long vlog if I do say so myself, but informative, a lot of game. And this is where the video is going to be coming to an end. So if you want to be able to work with me one-on-one, if you want to be able to get access to these calls that we have on a daily and weekly basis to make your first 5 figures, apply in the link in the description. The second link is the free trading training, and the third link is the broker that I use on a daily basis to make all my money to pay all these damn bills. So I love you guys. Stay safe, stay busy, and I'll see you in tomorrow's daily video.